Hello friends, and today we are going to discuss again from bank reconciliation statement ICAI study material illustration 9. So of course it is quite different from all other earlier sums and what we have done right now 8 sums. So right now we discussed whenever the different reasons are you are given which created the difference between cash book and passbook, straight away taking all of them into BRS, simply preparation of BRS. Second model we have done that. So how to prepare by the amended cash book, preparation of amended cash book and then followed by the BRS. That model also we have seen. And now we are going to discuss another model, but of course this is actually practical model because nobody will give the straight away question to prepare BRS. So these are the checks deposited but not collected. These are the checks issued but not presented. Say customer directly deposited it to the bank. So nobody will supply this kind of information to you. So, and generally you may have cash book with you and you can bring the bank statement which is like a passbook, keep in front of you, compare your cash book and also passbook, and you can take the pencil and tick the marks. And let us come to know what are the deposited and not collected, what are the checks issued but not presented, if any bank charges recorded by the banker in passbook not recorded in cash book. So you can identify all of these kind of points and which created the difference and take them all of them and note down like a question, and then you are supposed to prepare BRS and by the given particulars. But nobody will supply that information practically when you go and join somewhere in a. So if you even while doing articleship also, and if you are supposed to prepare a BRS to a particular company, nobody will give the information. So you have to take a cash book and also passbook, and you have to identify and because of which reasons cash book and passbook they differ each other. So note down them, and with that information you can prepare a BRS. And meanwhile, here importantly, sometimes you may be given cash book and also passbook related to same month. For example, cash book is a March month, passbook is also March month. Then you can compare from cash book to passbook and passbook to cash book. Identify all the items deposited but not collected, issued but not presented, customer directly deposited into the bank, bank charges recorded in the passbook only, something insurance or etc. paid by the bank. These kind of differences you can notice by comparing cash book to passbook and passbook to cash book. Note down them at a particular page, and by them you can prepare a BRS. But here it is not like that. In the problem number 9, you are given a cash book for the month of March, but you are given a passbook for the month of April. Not the same books are given for the same months. Okay, books are given different months. Let us see here when books are given different months and how to handle. This is quite simple than when books are given same months. Okay. Very simple when it is given March month, cash book given March month and passbook given April month. Definitely I can say whatever the transactions you can see in the cash book, they should not be there in the passbook in the month of April, because if they are already presented in the month of March, and definitely you cannot see in the month of April. Say example, if any transaction if you see in the cash book in the month of March and also which is there in the passbook in the month of April, and they should be noted, and with that you have to prepare a BRS. Only the thing in here only you have to identify only things deposited but not collected. Compare your cash book debit side and also passbook credit side. If you find anything in cash book debit in the month of March and also passbook in the month of April, that is what I can say deposited but not collected. Similarly, you can check cash book credit side and also passbook debit side. If anything in cash book credit side and in the month of March and it is in the month of April in the passbook, which I can say issued but not presented. That's all. This is the way to compare from here to there. From passbook to cash book need not to compare, because that is the month of April and obviously they will not be in the month of March cash book. So, and very simple, only you have to, whenever these two are given different months, only you have to identify deposited but not collected, meanwhile issued but not presented. Very simple, it takes very less time when they are given different months. But when they are given same months, and of course definitely you have to compare from cash book to passbook and passbook to cash book also. But here not necessary. You can compare only cash book and passbook. Whatever they are in cash book, they should not be in passbook. If any they are like that, and they are, we can say, deposited, not collected in the right time, issued, but they are not presented in the right time. With them you have to prepare a BRS. Need not to cross check from passbook to cash book, because passbook is the month of April, and obviously they will not be there in the March month of cash book. Only one side cross checking is sufficient when they are given two different months. Okay, here that is there. Okay, cash book is given March month and passbook is given for April month. So you have to cross check only deposited but not collected and issued but not presented. That's all. Right, now let us do a simple BRS here, and I am going to take BRS as on 31st March 2017. Okay, see that, and here you are provided that cash book bank column only. You can observe that all the March month details are given here. At the end of the March month, 3,13,000 cash book balance is there, which is a favorable balance, carried on and brought down debit side, which is a favorable. I have taken here balance as per cash book 3,13,000. Half of the place for add and half of the place for less. Go to the working notes, open a cash book and passbook. Because it is a favorable balance, cash book debit and passbook credit. Cash book is given, so question mark to passbook. In the question mark where there is a balance plus, other side minus, same marking you can put to the another book also. Then simply, whenever there are different months, I said that only cross check deposited but not collected as well as issued but not presented. I will see that. Sales 3 lakhs, it is in debit side of cash book. If you check it in the month of April passbook, yeah, it is not there, means it was properly credited in the passbook in the month of March itself, no problem. ROM 65,000, it was not there in the credit side of passbook. ROM 65,000, 65,000 is there, but it is a Patel. Okay, so ROM was properly credited in the right time, just ignore. Next, Singals 2,70,000, and it was also not there, means it was credited rightly in the month of March itself. Goel 33,000 we deposited on 25th March, but it is there in the month of April 3rd, 33,000. So which is deposited in the month of March but credited in the month of April, which is deposited but not collected in the right time, 33,000. Next, Patel 65,000. This is also there, credited in the month of April. These two are, I can say, checks deposited but not yet collected in the right time. These two are 33,000. One, whenever checks deposited, cash book debit side, 65,000. Okay, put together we can say total together 98,000. These checks are, I can say, deposited but not collected in the right time. They are collected in the month of April. So you can say checks deposited but not collected, which is less. Okay, checks deposited but not yet collected, 33,000 plus 65,000, 33,000 plus 65,000. So this total is 98,000. So checks deposited but not yet collected. Put together two checks are there like that, 33,000 and 65,000. These checks are deposited during the month of March, but of course they are credited in the month of April. So we can say these checks are deposited but not collected. Similarly, we can cross check issued and but not presented if any. Let us check the cash book credit side. Cash 2 lakhs is there, cash book credit during the month of March, but it was not there in the passbook. We can say it was rightly debited in the passbook. A check issued to Modi 60,000 credit side, but it was not there in the passbook debit side. So it was also properly debited in the passbook during the month of March itself. Patil 30,000 check issued, it is also not there, properly it was debited. Suresh 40,000 a check issued during the month of March, so it is also not there in the passbook debit side. It was also properly debited during the month of March itself. A check issued on 24th March 24th to Ramesh 1,50,000, but if you check it, it is there presented during the month of April. So check issued but not presented in the right time. So 1,50,000 right here. Check issued 1,50,000, but which is not presented for payment. This is addition, add right here in the additions. check issued but not presented for payment, checks issued but not presented for payment 1,50,000. That's all. Already I said that whenever you are given a cash book and passbook different months, it is March and that is April, you can cross check only from towards cash book to passbook and identify that only deposited but not collected, issued but not presented. That is sufficient. Need not to cross check from passbook to cash book. Obviously, which are there in passbook in the month of April, they will not be there in the cash book during the month of March. So need not to cross check. But you have to cross check from cash book to passbook and passbook to cash book when they are given both same months. Say example given cash book March month, passbook also March month. Then you have to cross check from cash book to passbook and passbook to cash book. But when they are given different months, these two are sufficient, which are issued, deposited but not collected, as well as issued but not presented. That is sufficient. Okay. Now let us take that 1,50,000 here and the total 4,63,000. Okay. And 98,000 rupees you have to deduct, and the resulting amount is 3,65,000. This is what we say balance as per passbook. So we started with our cash book 3,13,000 rupees which was given. We traveled towards the passbook and we reached the passbook balance 3,65,000. You also cross check that passbook is given and which is the balance on 31st March or April 1st it is given 3,65,000. This is also 3,65,000. That's all. We started with cash book and we reached the passbook. When cash book passbook straight away given to you, then you need to identify like this. The question also you have to frame and you have to prepare a BRS. But when cash book and passbook both are given different months and very simple to handle, only deposited but not collected and issued but not presented to be considered, in this manner you can solve that. Okay. When cash book and passbook they are given for same months and how to handle, and we can discuss in the next class or further classes. Okay. Bye.